We're joined now by Shironda Jones. She's Director of Advancement at Guardian Catholic Schools. We are live at Timuquana Country Club for the 22nd Annual Ron Townsend Golf Classic. You were just part of the big ball drop out there. Where was that
Yes.
at?
It was kind of like in the central area of the golf course. Amazing. We weren't able to have the official ball drop last year because of weather and a whole lot of other things that were going on from a political perspective. So grateful to be able to actually witness the actual ball drop. This is my first time seeing it. So it was absolutely amazing. It really was.
And that's part of the charitable part of it?
And it is. So we have people sign up as we're doing registration for the golf tournament. It's $100 entry fee for a chance to win $5,000. And so usually the winner can either keep the proceeds or they can donate a portion of them back to the school, which they typically do. Everything that we raise for the golf tournament, including the night before event, is for educational scholarships and operational support for the school.
And does it cover the need?
Essentially, yes, it does. It is a great help. This year, my annual campaign goal is $1.3 million. Again, that's to fill the gaps. Tuition is about $10,300, and it's an all-inclusive tuition, which means books, supplies, field trips, things of that nature. So not only do we have, the income of the donors, the gifts and contributions that come in from them, but we also have scholarship opportunities as well. So we have Guardian scholarships, but then we have Step Up for Students, which really covers the lion's share of the tuition. So we're grateful for that. But again, we continue to solicit charitable donations to kind of keep the school open, because it's not just for scholarships, but for operational support when we can, create new programmatic activities, athletics, all of those things for these kids. As we all know, the Brentwood community is one of the most economically challenged communities in the city of Jacksonville. And these kids are just looking for hope. These families are looking for hope. And they testify to just it being a blessing for donors to continue to contribute to our school, that their kids can get, a greater level of education. So it's a blessing. I love my work. I go hard for these kids. Why? Because they look just like me. And so that makes me, a little bit more engaged, because I want to see them receive the same advantages that my children, which my family is a beneficiary of a Guardian Catholic school education. So, but I want to see them receive the same benefits, the same experiences that I and my children receive as well. And we cannot do that without donors and grant funders and those that really have an affinity for education. We wouldn't have that otherwise.
What's the most a family can pay or does pay?
So we have families that sometimes aren't able to pay anything. So that's when we kind of tap into our Guardian scholarships. But for the most part, every student qualifies for the state funding, which is through the Step Up for Students. So that could be $7,500. That could be $10,000. It depends on, I guess, their income and whatnot. And then they have a disability grant too that they can apply for, that could be used toward tuition or tutoring or any other outside resources that they may need. So
why do you think, I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of someone driving over the Buckman right now who lives in Fleming Island, or maybe someone near the St. Augustine outlets, and maybe their kid's in private school or public school. Why do you think they should care about what happens in the halls at Guardian Catholic School?
I mean, at the end of the day, every parent wants their child to receive a quality education. And what's so unique about Guardian is the size of the classrooms. So typically we have about 20 kids per classroom, which means they can get that special attention that their child may need. We also have the extracurricular activities. We have robotics. We have all kinds of sports activities, from basketball, volleyball. We have soccer. We have cheer. So again, I think as a single mom, most of our families come from single parent households. And at the end of the day, we want the absolute best for our kids. And so we're going to do whatever we can do to put them in that situation where they're receiving a high quality education, where they have an opportunity to kind of continue their trajectory to another Catholic school, and then eventually some college or university. So that's kind of what the outcome that we're hoping and praying for. Again, my family is a beneficiary of Guardian Catholic School. Our youngest daughter struggled with what we thought was just overall reading issue when it was just phonics. And so guardian cared enough about that they sat down with her, kind of did some exercises with her, did a little bit more testing, and realized, hey, this is not a literacy issue. This is that you're just having trouble sounding out words, but we can show you how to do that. And so our youngest daughter graduated in 2020. She was 12 years old. So I'm from a blended family. She was 12 years old when she started at Guardian. And now she is in her second year at FSCJ as a nursing major headed to University of Tampa. So it works. It works. We are blessed by Guardian Catholic School and what it did for our family, but what it's continuing to do for other families.
Look at that proud mama look on your face.
So.
It means so much. And to the donors and those who are participating today, what are they getting out of it other than I see the golf bags, things that'll be auctioned off and whatnot. What do you hope they get out of this?
So at the end of the day, I believe that they're here because education is near and dear to their heart. That is their philanthropic priority or interest. And because they have a shared perspective of ensuring that these kids have a quality education, have an amazing experience, and they count it not robbery to continue to sow into our school. So I'm hoping some of our continuing donors, and we've definitely accumulated some new friends from last night's night before event. And I'm just praying that they would continue to give, they would continue to support. The ultimate goal is that they give at another level, and then give at a greater level, because they'll look at all of the transformational work that we're doing at Guardian Catholic School, and they say, oh, this is an institution that's doing something great. I want to continue to invest in this. At the end of the day, with any donor, they're looking for the return on their investment. And when they see that we are implementing new programs, they're seeing the impact of their giving, because I stay in contact with them. That is a large portion of my work is to continue to cultivate the relationship and to continue to steward the relationship the best that I can. And it's not always about reaching out to them when I want something. I tell anybody who's in the development field, it's literally you're establishing a relationship. Nobody wants to, be engaged with someone who's just asking for money. What are we doing outside of you just asking? Whether it's just reaching out to say, hey, I noticed it's your birthday, happy birthday, or I'm just doing just a random check-in. Hey, I just wanted to check in with you and just say thank you for continuing to give to our school. So that's pretty much what it's about. And so I'm really praying that the golf experience today just triggers something in each individual, that they will be compelled to give if they haven't given already, but will continue to give, that we would continue to support educational scholarships and operational support for our school. It keeps the doors open.
Indeed. You can learn more at GuardianCatholicSchool.com. Do appreciate it. Shironda Jones, Director of Advancement. It's a little chilly out there this morning.
It is.
This is Florida, but
it's sunny.
It's
so
sunny.
In comparison to last year, because it was raining. I prayed that the rain would stop. It did, but it didn't move the cold front. But they're going to have a good time out there anyway. I hear golfers they golf regardless of what the weather is like.
Enjoy it today.
But me, I think I'm going to chill indoors for a little bit.
With some hot coffee. Shironda,
Yes.
Good to see you again.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
for all you do.
Thank you for having me.
Again, GuardianCatholicSchool.com if you want to learn more about the great program that is available in our own community and helping kids in our own community. Jacksonville's Morning News continues at 9:43.